title. Now, normally if I saw this before December 1st, I would be like, keep going, keep trying, you're not done yet, November's still here, other encouraging things. But I can say with confidence I will not be winning NaNoWriMo this year. Not only do I have the past 27 days as proof of what I can do this month in this project, but also I crunched the numbers, okay? Are you ready for this? I am currently sitting at 15,390 words in Project Death. That number includes about 1,000 words of outlining, which had always been my plan to kind of count those in as I did not finish my Preptober, and we're gonna get to that. Which means that over the course of 3 days, I would need to get 34,610 words. And I have pulled some 24-hour write-a-thons. I have pulled some 24 and 36-hour write-a-thons. I've pulled some 12-hour write-a-thons, so I have the math on what I am capable of. So for shits and giggles, let's pretend that on the 30th, I wrote for a full 24 hours straight. And let's pretend that on the other 2 days, I did 12-hour write-a-thons each day, or 24 and 36, okay? Hi Zelda. There she goes. There she be. Her tiny little head. If we pretended that I could completely replicate my experience, I could get 16,927 words on the final day. And for the 24 and 36, the 2 previous days, I could get 12,969 words. And that would still only get me just over 45,000 words. Mathematically, trying my damn hardest. Thank you. Could you tell I need the sympathy? Trying my damn hardest, I would not be able to do it. Okay, it's not gonna happen. In fact, according to the NaNoWriMo website, I will not finish Project Death until January 25th, 2021. And that's actually just the 50,000, not even the 75,000 words that I figure Project Death is gonna need. But it is fine. It's totally fine. And in fact, that's what this entire video is about, because I've been saying from the get-go, maybe not the get-go, I didn't finish my Preptobering. I knew I was gonna have to prep and work on rewriting during November, and I think it was even that first week that I was like, it's just not gonna happen for me this year. You know, I have known for a while, the math solidified it for me, but it is still okay. And it is 1,000,000% fine if you also are not going to win NaNoWriMo this year. It's really funny because I actually went back and looked at an old video from last year when I was doing the NaNoWriMo daily vlogs. And it was around this time of the month too, that I had this video on like 4 lessons I learned during NaNoWriMo this year. And the final lesson, the 4th lesson, was this almost ominous like, NaNoWriMo has forever changed for me now that I write full time. And I rewatched that video actually, and it was clear that while I was making it, there was this sense of like utter disappointment. I don't think the realization is any different. NaNoWriMo is a completely separate entity for me almost now than what it once was in my life when I was working corporate or when I was in school. And now that I'm writing year-round in multiple projects with multiple deadlines, it's just, it can't be what it once was. But at the same time, last year the realization was sort of upsetting that I wouldn't always be able to win this thing even if I felt like I tried my hardest. I likened it to a holiday that sort of, you change your perspective on as you go through different life stages, like you have a different role in that holiday now sort of thing. But even though I believe all of that is still true, this year it didn't feel like a bummer. In fact, this year was great. This NaNoWriMo, my entire 15,000 words of it was wonderful, even though it was a big L. I think it's that I felt more a part of the community this time for the first time in a while, which is really interesting. I was able to accept that like as a solo race, I wasn't gonna win, but participating alongside people, which is truly what it felt like, I kind of got to win with them. So it's like each person that was at 45,000 and then we got to watch past to 50K. I felt some sort of residual win and inspiration from that. It felt very similar to all of the like 5K, 10K half marathons that I've done where I've been like walking portions of it and I've seen the other people running past me and just like freaking cheering them on, yelling for them to go. It was great, you know? It was great. I will say for the record on this video, I do still love my advice about the post NaNoWriMo hangover and having a larger goal. So like I will be continuing Project Death into December. Potentially into January, maybe even February, if the NaNoWriMo website is to be believed. Daily vlogs are hard, not something that I can do anymore, and I, you know, learned from that and didn't do that this year. And the third thing, and I don't know if this is part of it from last year's video, was that I did manage to read a lot more this year during NaNoWriMo. In fact, this was one of like, of 2020, I think this was one of my best reading months. And maybe this is the other part of it, okay? Maybe this is it. So there's some amount of enthusiasm and zero drafting during NaNoWriMo that I get, and that truly still feels like, to me, the spirit of it. So now I don't feel like I need the spirit of it. I can just participate alongside people who have the initial original spirit of NaNoWriMo, and I can be surrounded by all of that and still feel like I'm part of it. But rewriting this year, I was really focusing on making the story good. And now obviously while you're zero drafting, you're still not trying to make anything bad, but you are trying to get it down. This is like I'm trying to polish the story while also revising and making some big character changes that of course have to impact the rest of the book. And so that's naturally gonna take more time. I don't know why I ever thought that this would be done in a month. I think as I'm going along, I'm just feeling very good about Project Death as well. So even though it's slower, I feel like the progress being made is like phenomenal progress. I'm taking out a whole lot of the elements that were like little tethers here and there where I was trying to give myself options. Now I have a clearer idea of what the story is supposed to be, what I want it to be, what I want to make it into be. And so I can get rid of all that like extra stuff that went nowhere, and I'm doing that and I'm fixing the characters, and I just feel like it's gonna be a tighter story. It's gonna be exactly the story that I want to tell. And again, the progress is slower, but it feels like such substantial progress. So I still feel really good. I guess that's the point. Despite the big L, there are no 50,000, the very sad looking graph. I feel like I've won. You know, I got to see a lot of other people win. I got to cheer them on. I got to be cheered on, and I got to make really good progress in my story. What more do you want? You know? That being said, I am still going to be writing, especially on November 30th, because I will be participating, just hanging out in the chats alongside the melanated 10K day. There's gonna be a whole lot of sprinting, a whole lot of channel hopping. I'm very excited for it. So I'm gonna make, you know, one last valiant push, and I will let y'all know over on Instagram what the final conclusion is as of November 30th at 11:59 p.m. But I did just want to give a final update, of course, as I did have like my day one vlog and then like week 1 and week 2 and stuff like that. So this is the conclusion. It is a beautiful conclusion despite not being a win. So please do comment down below. Let me know where you're at with NaNoWriMo this year, and has your progress this year made you more or less likely to participate next year? Or is it going to be participation with like a little asterisk where you're going to go full rebel and just do whatever the heck you want? And non-writing related for the month, what's something that you're especially proud of that you have accomplished in this time? Also let me know what about your story you're most excited for, whether you win or not. But that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all very soon with the new video. Bye. Do you want to get up here? I swear this dog. Okay, bye, Zelda. But I can say with confidence that I will not be running.